get ready for a new episode of Call Me Crazy with Shiri Gabriel.
Hello, my friends. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Call Me Crazy with Shiri Gabriel. Today, I'm going to dive into a topic that many of us can relate to. It's the art of accepting compliments and expressions of kindness. And I think it is an art. Have you ever complimented someone and instead of a simple thank you, you got a deflective response or a downplay of their achievements? Or perhaps you've extended a helping hand only to be met with hesitation or attempts to minimize the assistance offered. It's a common phenomenon, and today we're unraveling the mystery behind why some people, and this might be you, find it challenging to accept compliments, gifts, and help graciously. So let's start with the basics. Why do compliments make us uncomfortable? Why can a straightforward, "you did a great job," turn into us deviating the focus onto someone else? I think there is an underlying discomfort that many feel when receiving praise. Now, it could be rooted in modesty, in imposter syndrome, or a fear of seeming arrogant. Which one is it? Let's talk about gratitude, or the lack of, in how we respond to kindness, help, or gifts. Why is a simple thank you sometimes replaced with attempts to reciprocate immediately or even reject the gesture altogether? Are we wired to feel like we owe something in return, or is it an innate resistance to vulnerability? Well, to explore these questions, I'm going to delve into what I call modesty versus recognition. Let's start with that, because I think that is really where everything probably and these issues begin. So there is a balance, a very delicate balance between being humble and acknowledging our achievements. So does accepting a compliment mean we're bragging, or can we learn to embrace recognition gracefully? The art of receiving. Let's talk about that, because it is an art of how we receive something. And like anything else, it's something that it could be learned. So understanding that receiving help, compliments, or gifts doesn't diminish our worth. That's the thing that we need to do and we need to understand first and foremost. In fact, it can deepen our connections and foster a sense of community. So how can we shift our mindset from reluctance to acceptance? I think that something that a mentor once told me that shifted my mindset to acceptance, to really accept people helping me, was she asked me, "Do you like to help people?" I said, "I love helping people." She said, "Why? How does it make you feel?" "It makes me feel amazing. It makes me happy. I'm so fulfilled when helping someone and the impact that I'm having on people." Then she said to me, "So who are you to take that away from someone who's offering to help you?" My mind was blown away when she said that to me. And I got to tell you, that shifted my mindset from reluctance to acceptance. That shifted my mindset from not robbing someone who's offering to help me the opportunity to feel great about that act. So I encourage you to shift that and ask yourself that same question. How do you feel when you help someone? And allow someone else to feel the same way. Now, let's talk about cultural differences, because this also has an impact on how we receive and how we accept help. So cultural backgrounds can shape our responses, right, to compliments and gifts. And Are there cultural norms that contribute to our discomfort? And how can we navigate these differences with understanding, right? For us who live here in Canada, multicultural country, we need to understand that. We need to embrace it. We need to observe what are the differences culturally and how can we overcome those cultural differences to react in a way that doesn't offend anyone, and maybe to react in a way that makes us feel good about our reactions, about our acceptance of compliments and gifts. So, how do we break this cycle? I'm going to give you some tips and strategies, and things that you can really learn to say a genuine thank you and genuine and authentic thank you. How can we make the exchange of kindness, compliments, and assistance a more positive and reciprocal experience? So, when I offer these strategies and these tools, I really want you to accept this, to embrace them, and to turn this into practical strategies, things that you can implement in your daily life that will help you with this. So, first off, let's talk about how do we address the modesty versus recognition dilemma. It is essential to recognize that accepting a compliment doesn't equate to arrogance. In fact, it's an acknowledgement of your efforts and achievements. So, our first tool in this toolbox is shifting your mindset, as I mentioned before. So, instead of viewing compliments as potential ego inflation, see them as affirmations of your hard work and talent. How awesome is that? Let's now talk about the art of receiving. Okay, why is it so hard to accept help, compliments, or gifts without feeling the need to reciprocate immediately? So I already gave you a strategy before. But let's talk about practicing gratitude without guilt. So when someone extends kindness your way, embrace it with gratitude. Understand that accepting help doesn't create an immediate debt. It's not about that. Gratitude, just the powerful words of saying thank you, is a force that can deepen connections without the burden of reciprocity. Think about yourself. When you help someone, do you expect reciprocity? You don't. So why would you think that the other person is expecting the same? Just embrace it and be thankful, be grateful for it. Now, the third tool to combat or to address cultural empathy, cultural differences. So if you find yourself in a cross-cultural exchange, take a moment to understand the norms and expectations. So acknowledge, respect this difference. And this is going to allow you and empower you to navigate the social intricacies and differences with grace. Let's now talk about this cycle of deflection. And the tool for this is the art of simply saying thank you. That's it. It sounds simple, but it's a powerful practice. So when complimented, resist the urge to downplay or deflect. Instead, offer a sincere and straightforward thank you. I know many people in my life, many people, and you know who you are, that is so hard for you to just say thank you. It's just a small change that can have a big impact on your self-perception and the dynamics of this exchange with people that you love, with people at work, with your friends and your family. Now, let's break now, and let's talk about breaking the cycle of reluctance. This tool is really reflection and affirmation. And I love this. I love this practice of affirmation in general. So take that time to reflect on why accepting compliments or help feels challenging. What is behind that? What beliefs or fears are driving this reluctance? And then try affirmations. this can be really, really helpful. Remind yourself of your worth and the value you bring to the table. Positive affirmations will change your mindset to really believe in yourself, in what you're worth and your achievements. And that is going to help you to accept compliments and to be very grateful and thankful when people do so without sounding arrogant. So as we wrap up this episode, remember that the ability to accept compliments, to accept gifts, and to accept help is a skill. Is a skill that you can learn, and it could be cultivated. So it's not just about overcoming obstacles. It's about fostering genuine, authentic connections and embracing the positive energy that comes your way.
This has been another episode of Call Me Crazy with Shiri Gabriel. Make sure to join in next week for a new episode, and if you would like to contact Miss Gabriel about speaking or training at your next conference, function, or event, visit shiri.coach.